The CoinMarketCap is used to summarize everything that is said in this movie. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my station to get more XRP news and news about cryptocurrencies in general. Look at this now. If the SEC files an appeal in the XRP case, a lawyer will say when the final decision will be made. As one of the most well-known lawyers who supports XRP, Jeremy Hogan, has written some very smart things about what the SEC might do next, in answer to James K. Phelan. Another well-known lawyer, Hogan, gave an update on the XRP case that has since been settled. He also shared his thoughts on X. Phelan's tweet, which said that Ripple asked the SEC to delay implementing the monetary part of the court's order until August 7th, and the SEC agreed. Hogan is guessing that the Supreme Court of the United States will file an appeal in order to give more information on the likely timeline and the steps that need to be taken. Why? Has the SEC decided not to appeal the decision? A lot of people in the community have talked about why the Securities and Exchange Commission hasn't filed a notice of appeal yet. According to Hogan's observations, filing such a notice is easy, only takes 15 minutes, and gives you 70 days to send in your real brief. It's not clear why the Securities and Exchange Commission hasn't done anything yet, especially if it thinks the decision set a bad precedent. There has been confusion about this simple process. Hogan says that there wouldn't be much reason to wait for this step in the process if the Securities and Exchange Commission had already decided to appeal. Hogan says that the Securities and Exchange Commission hasn't decided what it will do next or whether it will file an appeal yet. If the SEC files an appeal, when might a decision be made? In response to a question from a member of the community about when might a decision be made on an appeal, Hogan said that it would most likely not happen until next year, probably in the late summer. Although the appeal could be filed pretty fast, Hogan thinks that the case could still drag on for a good number of months. Most legal processes take longer than thought because the issues at hand are so complicated. This is especially true when regulatory agencies like the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) are involved. Also, appeals courts may not make a decision for months or even years. The first decision made a big difference, and any appeal is sure to get a lot of attention from people in the cryptocurrency community. The reason for this is that any appeal could set a standard for how tokens are handled in the US. The fact that a notice of appeal was not sent until now could mean that the Securities and Exchange Commission has not yet made a ruling. Also, it's possible that the agency is thinking about its strategy again and what it would mean to appeal the case, especially since its funding was cut not long ago. Stuart Alderoty, chief legal officer of Ripple, has taken aim at the US Securities and Exchange Commission, noting what he sees as misleading language in a court document. This is exactly what Alderoty meant by the phrase crypto asset security, which can be seen in the SEC's most recent papers about FTX's bankruptcy. Alderoty says that the SEC made up this term to try to change court decisions, and it is not based on any law. In the CC document that Alderoty shared, the group argues that it has the right to control the distribution of assets such as cryptocurrency-backed stocks, as stated in the FTX bankruptcy plan. This is what the SEC said about the proposed Chapter 11 plan for FTX. It was sent to the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the District of Delaware on August 30th, 2024. Now, the CC says that the debtor has shares backed by crypto assets which can be sold or given out by the plan. Aldo Italia says that the SEC is lying when it uses the term crypto asset security and that it has no legal basis for doing so. The CC's filing says that stablecoins may also be given to bondholders as part of the bankruptcy plan. It is important to note that stablecoins that are tied to the US dollar are now accepted as cash. It might change how it is spread because of this. Alderode is still thinking about the sex language's bigger effects, especially the chance that this wording could change how the law is interpreted in a way that doesn't follow established law or digital asset stocks. Alderode's criticism shows how worried the Bitcoin industry is about the SEC's stand on digital assets and the growth of the government. Alderode thinks that the SEC is trying to increase its regulatory power without clear backing from the law by using phrases like crypto asset security. He says this causes confusion and could lead judges to make decisions that aren't based on the law well. CSE is looking into whether or not XRP is a security risk. Ripple had to go through years of court cases, which hurt XRP a lot. In the end, the WSCC lost this try, but that hasn't stopped them from suing other people. Alderoty is working for clearer and more consistent rules for the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. They are also looking out for Ripple's best interests by questioning the SEC's language and double it means. The dispute between XRP and the SEC has not been resolved yet. It is one of the most important lawsuits in the cryptocurrency business. XRP has had some wins since then, but it has not yet emerged victorious. It's unclear what Ripple will do next, but market experts are still optimistic, even though the lawsuit and the general drop in the market have put pressure on the company. Give the whales the XRP. When it comes to XRP and other cryptocurrency, whales have a lot of power. Recent changes have shown that they are busier and there are more deals going on between wallets and exchanges. A very important deal happened not long ago. The amount of XRP sent from one wallet to another was more than 102 million, which is worth more than $50 million. Early in the day, XRP was also moved to platforms. This could mean that a sale is coming soon. Since the market is currently falling, it makes sense to think that the value of other coins will also fall. Investors are happy with Dark Defender's optimistic outlook, even though XRP is having problems right now. XRP has been one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies for a long time. How people in the neighborhood felt and how investors felt about it. In reaction to Fred Rispolli's post, the XRP community has shown a range of feelings, such as cautious optimism, dissatisfaction, and a mix of the two. Many people agree with Rispolli that there should not be such a long wait for a ruling. However, they also say that even small amounts of bad news are sometimes exaggerated in the XRP community, which creates a circle of drama. Supporters of Ripple and XRP, like Ripple Mess, have faith that the cryptocurrency will be successful in the future. This faith helps them to keep their investment. Some people, like Alice in Wonderland, still believe that the price of XRP will go up in the future because it is more widely used and has more cash on hand, even though there are still a lot of unknowns. The information given is not meant to be taken as trade advice. Any purchases made based on the information on this page are not the responsibility of the people who made them. Before making any investment decisions, you should definitely do your own study and talk to a professional who knows what they're talking about.